Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, this is my selfie light that I got. So, well, it's pretty heavy, but okay, I think I have a plan in action. I don't want to tip. So, it is Saturday. My sister and I, we're thinking instead of using my husband and I using our truck and Jeep, because we're going to have to play like Tetris on how to fit these couches in there, because that's not going to happen. We figured we're just going to rent a U-Haul. I called the U-Haul place. I didn't know it was that cheap, so it's like, why not? It's $20 a day for like the one that you drive, and then you just put your credit card down. They're not going to charge it unless, there's damage, obviously. And then, I don't know, you bring it back with a full tank of gas. And, otherwise with two gas hogs, I mean, our vehicle, my husband's is a gas hog. Mine, maybe, will get like 16 miles to a gallon. It just makes sense to, just start bringing all this into a U-Haul versus, a Jeep and a truck, And then it's protected too. My husband has a topper, but, that's going to be a bitch to try to get like mattresses and stuff, because my husband and I are going to take my mom's mattress because it's new. She didn't use it long and our bed sucks. So my back is so excited for a freaking new mattress, That's kind of better, because I mean, this couch right here, it's the love seat. It's a pretty good size, and then this one is huge. So I mean, we need to definitely do a U-Haul. And then with us having a storage unit across from where we live is perfect. And then with that total gym, I'm not leaving behind a $1,200 freaking like exercise machine, And then two, I know we're not going to get the deposit back here because, they'll claim that rent wasn't paid for how long when we were told not to pay rent because it was being transferred, whatever. So we can kiss the deposit goodbye. As for the utility company, I don't know about other places, but here you have to put down like a $200 utility deposit. Well, I've been paying my mom's utility bill to keep it current, whatever, until my sister could transfer here and then, close my mom's account. Well, what I'm thinking about is going to the utility company maybe Monday and closing her account, pay the rest off, and get, or pay the rest off with I can't talk, with the deposit that I'm supposed to get back, because it's like, I'm not going to just be in panic mode and throw away or leave behind stuff that's valuable. I've done that before when I've moved, because it's like, fuck it. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I slept in my makeup. I look awful, but right now the weather is awful. It's in between that rain, sleet, snow crap, and it's right at that freezing line. It's like 33, 34 degrees. So I'm afraid that when it freezes, it's going to be black ice like the night I hit the wolves, And it's just, it scares me. What's weird is the other night I did a Facebook Live here doing my friend's makeup. And I watched that video back just to see. And in that whole video, the whole time, there's orbs everywhere. And I thought, I didn't give it much mind because I'm like, it's not orbs, Clarissa, it's dust, it's whatever, but how could it be dust? Like, it just whatever. It doesn't make sense. And then my friend, without me telling her anything, yesterday she messaged me and she's like, I watched that video, and she's like, there's orbs everywhere, especially around you. And I'm like, I know. And my sister and I were talking about it, and this apartment, it does not give me a good vibe at all. When I'm here, I'm not motivated. I'm depressed. I'm almost like narcoleptic. I keep falling asleep when I shouldn't. You know, I'm so unbelievably tired. And then I told my sister too, it's like I haven't had like intrusive thoughts, I don't think, in like years. Like, I get intrusive thoughts, like, you know, about just whatever, but I'm talking intrusive thoughts about, you know, let's say the S word. And I haven't been like that, like, I don't know, probably 10 years, you know. So being here, and I told my sister it's this one particular thing that keeps going through my head. And it's basically like, you know, hang yourself. Hang yourself. You know, you're a burden to people. No one would care. Hang yourself, right? Well, what's weird is my sister was telling me that she gets the same thing. And what's weird too is we were talking about it, and then when we came back from getting something to eat, this broke. So that kind of freaked us out. That, you know, the thing that you hang clothes on just broke. And it's not very heavy. There, you know, we've been actually, it hasn't been touched in a while, and it can hold a lot more weight than that. So that's what really freaked me out, right? And then if you have kind of been following me for a while, you know that, what is it? The smoke detector that was coming from that room. We took the batteries out. It was still going off, and we had the door shut with the fan blowing on it. We didn't cook anything. We didn't have candles burning. Nothing. There's no smoke. Absolutely none, right? And what's weird is this too. Like, my sister's speaker. There's no power, right? This isn't hooked up. So it's like it's making that noise. Like, listen. Am I going nuts? I feel like there's bad energy here, and I can't explain it. My sister feels that way too, because when she's here, she feels so depressed, and me too. Last weekend when I was stranded with my, you know, vehicle not working, I thought I was going to have like a nervous breakdown, and I haven't been that mentally like weird in a long time. Shayna, I'm doing a vlog. Wouldn't you say like this apartment like gives you bad energy? And then, okay, get this. This speaker, it keeps going like on where it sounds like it's on, and it's like, see?
Oh, that's because you're stepping on the aux cord.
Oh, well, I'm a dumbass, but yeah, Justin said let's, you know, rent the U-Haul, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna maybe take a screen recording of that video and upload a little clip of it, because that whole video when I'm doing her makeup, there's orbs everywhere, and like I didn't want to admit it. I don't know, but if you notice too, there's been a lot of deaths in this apartment complex, this building, the other building. There's been a lot of overdoses in this area as a whole. But how many people would you say are dying like a week sometimes? Like one a week?
I don't know. There's like 2 or 3 in a month.
Okay. 2 or 3 a month. Sometimes I swear it was almost every week she's telling me that her neighbor died, or, you know, 2 people that were over there, like not her place, but over at that building, died. Because things are getting laced with fentanyl. So, I don't know if, I know it's not my mom, absolutely not, because my mom passed away in a hospital, not here, and my mom would not do shit like that. also, there's really creepy woods that, in my mom's bedroom. I don't like my mom's bedroom. I don't go in there. I just get a really sick feeling. And that's, when my sister sleeps here, that's where she sleeps. And I swear she gets into like a coma where it's hard to get her out of bed. And she'll say, even if she's at her apartment, for like 10 minutes, she feels so much better. But here, it's like, I don't know, it's this feeling I can't explain. It's a feeling of like doom, gloom, hopelessness, like absolutely no like inkling of hope, which is like probably the worst feeling in the world. And I'm actually happy that to see this fucking place go, but just want to make sure we get everything, Then too, we can have the argument with them that we didn't clean it because can't vacuum without electricity, And for those saying like, only the utility company can cut the power. Yeah, but I know that these people would probably, talk to the utility company. My husband's parents last year, they went to court multiple times because they have a rental that my brother-in-law was staying in. Well, these people kind of moved in and then didn't move out and like locked him out, even changed the locks. And squatters had more rights than my in-laws. They trashed the place and they never paid a dime in rent in like 15 months. And I remember this clearly. It was around Christmas and couldn't cut the power because I think the utilities were in their name too. So, which sucked because they were ringing up the power and the heat and whatever. Because Minnesota, December, it can be somewhat decent. It can be 40 below. You don't know. So, I mean, it took forever to get them out. But, too, they also had to store their stuff for 30 days legally. And, for these assholes to talk to me on the phone yesterday and say that, okay, well, we're changing the locks Monday. And then, and in that paper, too, they said, like, going to dispose of everything in the apartment. Well, legally, I thought 30 days you have to hold on to it. But I know they'd say, my mom passed July 31st and there's been no payment. So that'd be their argument. It's like basically our word versus theirs. And we don't have the paperwork because, I didn't think to ask for it because my sister's been living at her place for 8 years. I didn't think it was necessarily a necessity to do that. But now, I don't know, I'll never play dumb again, I guess, and trust them. So it just, how disgusting, I guess. So I'm just, I just can't wait for my husband to come and then we can just start, moving stuff. And then with the U-Haul, can just, move it right in. And then with our storage unit, it's pretty wide open. So can just, haul it right out too. So that's all I care about instead of, having to take things apart and like hoping like you grabbed every piece. And, a U-Haul is definitely the way to go. And I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. I don't know. I thought it'd be way more than what it is, which, I don't know. And then wear and tear on the vehicles, and gas and whatever. It's just, it's smarter to do it this way and then call it good. So anyway, I'm gonna look at that video and take some screen recordings, I guess. Because, I don't know, I was watching it, like, when I was doing her makeup, too. I think it was, like, 4 in the morning. And it just, I don't know, there's something off about this place, and I can't put my finger on it. And then my sister and I were wondering, like, okay, what if the lady next door, what if like all this shit has got to her for like living here for so many years. I don't know. And like not really leaving much. I don't know. And I noticed too when my mom lived here, it's like she got more depressed. You know, I'd call her and be like, "Hey, I'll be there in like, 10 minutes like to pick you up, be ready." And she'll be like, "Well, do you mind if I just not go?" And it's like, "Mom, you said you're going to, and it would just bum me out. But yeah. And then my mom's bedroom, it faces those woods, and those woods are so fucking creepy. um my sister and I were talking about like scary stuff, of course, in the middle of the night with no power, because that's when the best time to talk about skinwalkers and Native American legends and stuff. Like, of course that's the time to talk about it. But like those woods, they creep me out. I mean, there's woods behind my house, and like, yeah, they creep me out, but not like to the point where, I'm not gonna look out the window. Just, I wouldn't doubt it if. Do you think like this place is maybe buried on maybe ancient, like an Indian burial ground? Because I wouldn't doubt it. Like the location of this place, like it would make sense. And then if you watch that video of me walking back, the cemetery in the woods, those are the same woods that like stretch all the way back, whatever. And as even saying, in that video, those woods creep me out. It's the same woods, and like there's like a creepy like Blair Witch House type place there. Have you ever heard of the staircases, like just being in the middle of the woods?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
By my place, there's like, me and Justin saw one, and it's like, if you see like a staircase in the middle of the woods, like it looked like, it was cut out of a house and just plopped there. Never go up those stairs, like, just FYI, never do it. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off because we gotta get shit done. But I don't know. I appreciate the nice comments and stuff. Like, it's nice to see sweet comments, when you're going through hell and like, you're just trying to survive the next few days and hoping like for the best. So thank you to those that, have, just wished us well. Appreciate it. So on that note, signing off. I maybe next time I check in, this will all be done and over with. Like, it was a nightmare. So bye.